Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. Well, I went up this morning and I wrote down a song. Just can't remember who to sing it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. Seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Down upon me, Jesus. Jesus, you got to help me make a stand. Gotta help me make it through another day. My body is aching and my time is in hand, and I can't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain, I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. Seen a long time when I could not find a friend. I always thought that I'd see you again. Take to the highways, won't you lend me your name? Your ways and my ways seem to be one and the same now, child. Mama don't understand it. She wants to know where David been. I've got to be some kind of natural fool to want to pass your way again. But I can feel it on a country road. Sail on home to Jesus, won't you, good girls and boys? I'm all in pieces, you can take your own choice. I can see a heavenly band of angels coming to set me free. I really cannot tell you why you went, lady, but I'll tell you that it's bound to be, 'cause I can feel it on a country road. Last night I had a dream, thought I heard the highway calling, birds in flight and dogs that bite. I said, hey babe, the sky's on fire, I'm dying, I'm going to Carolina in my mind. In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you just see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't just like a friend of mine who hit me from behind. And I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Would you lay with me in a field of storm? If my needs were strong, would you lay with me? Should my lips grow dry, would you wet them, dear, in the midnight hour? Should my lips grow dry, would you go away to another land? Walk 1,000 miles through the burning sand, wipe the blood away from my dying hand. If I give myself to you, would you bathe with me in the stream of light when the moon is full? Would you bathe with me? Will you love me when I am down and out in my time of trial? Will you stand by me? Would you go away to another land? Walk 8,000 miles through the burning sand, wipe the blood away from my dying hand. If I give myself to you, would you live in a field of storm? If my needs were would you lay with me? You followed me to Texas. You followed me to Utah. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. Things looked good in Birmingham. We had some fun in Alabama. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. And I know you're tired of following my elusive dreams and schemes, for they're only fleeting things. My elusive dreams. You had my child in Memphis. I heard of work in Nashville. We didn't find it there, so we moved on to a small farm in Nebraska, to the gold mines of Alaska. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. And now we've left Alaska, because God knows there wasn't no gold mines. Now but this time, darling, only two of us move on. Is each other, and a few old memories to cling to. Ah, but still, you tell me you won't let me go to Virginia alone. You're tired of following my elusive dreams and schemes. Thank you so very much. Those are a medley of some of our #1 records. I'd like for you to meet some of my family, if we can. My wife Jody Lynn is here, somewhere in the audience. I don't know. You want to stand up, honey, so I can see you wherever you are. There she is, right there. And my little son Tyler, who was on the last 2 album covers, and that's Tanya Montana right there, who has her own video out. I'll do a song for you in a minute that I wrote about little Tanya Montana. This is my oldest daughter, Allan Coe, right here. Silver rain shining in the sunlight, Lorena John's headed somewhere in flight, but taking you slowly fading out of sight.
Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride.
You've locked me out of your mind, left me standing here behind. Silver Thank you. As I told you before, I had the very esteemed pleasure of watching Miss Tanya Montana being born. I was there with my wife. And as I walked out of the room after her birth and we went to our private room, there was a box in the hall that they had delivered from the UPS company, a gift from her grandparents. And I opened the box, I tore the cardboard pieces off, and I asked one of the nurses if they had a pen, and they said they did. And I sat down and I wrote this song. Why, the day you were born, girl, your mama and I named you Tanya Montana. Well, I just thought you should know. Your eyes were as blue as the skies of Montana. Your skin was as white as the fresh falling snow. Tanya Montana is something to see, a dream that came true for your mother and me, a small piece of heaven on earth, as they say. Ah, but Tanya Montana is so far away. Well, I know someday you're going to grow up and you're going to leave us, sweet Tanya, and some man's going to steal you. Some man's going to steal your heart away, I know. Ah, but me and your mama, why, we love you, Montana. And Lord, it's going to break our hearts when we see you go. Tanya Montana has been on my mind, like the eagles that fly above the timberline, searching for freedom. You'll find it someday. And then Tanya Montana, you'll be so far away. Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, my son Tyler was on the last two album covers. He was on the Matter of Life and Death album cover, which I did for my father who passed away 2 years ago. And he was on the Son of the South album cover, which I did, and I invited my friends Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson to come by and sing with me on that record. And it's a song I wrote for my son. It's called Son of the South. Just as loud as they will go. I'm into Leonard Skinner, the Allman Brothers, and David Allan Coe. I like Willie, Waylon, George, and Earl, and a lot of ZZ Top. They play country, soul, rock and roll. I hope they never stop, 'cause I'm a redneck, rock and roll son of the South. I don't think no new wave disco bands around. Drink a couple dozen beers, you go out and jam some gears. Yeah, I'm a long-haired redneck rock and roll son of the South. I got a 1965 Harley chopper, sure makes those women stare. Got a dead flamenco wrapped around this cowboy hat I wear. I'd cuss, fight, spit, bail South. Make me ill. And when someone touches my studs and hair, I get mad enough to kill. I got a rifle rack in my pickup truck, I'm a four-wheeling me. If you want to race, you just name the place and I'll show you where it's at. Jack, I'm a redneck, rock and roll son of the South. I don't like no new wave disco bands around. I'm gonna drink a couple dozen beers and go out and jam some gears. Yeah, I'm a long-haired redneck rock and roll son of the South. Yeah, I'm a long-haired redneck rock and roll son of the South. Yeah, I'm a long-haired redneck rock and roll son of the South. Your man, I don't know. Well, you got me where you want me on this second floor. If I get by this time, I won't be back no more, honey. Raise you in the baby. I wanna ease out soft and slow. Yeah, man, out there, you might be your man, I don't know. sang at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in my life. I'd like to do my first #1 record for you. It's a song was written by a kid named David Lawler. Please come to Boston for springtime. I'm staying here with some friends and they've got lots of room. You can sit on paintings on the sidewalk. My cafe where I hope to be working soon. Please come to Boston. She just said no. You come home to me. She said, hey, Rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Boston ain't your kind of town. Ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Please come to Denver with the snowfall. We'll move up into the mountains so far that you can't be found. Throw I love you echoes down the canyon. And then lie awake at night till they come back around. Please come to Denver. She just said no more. You come home to me. She said, hey, Rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Denver ain't your kind of town. Ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan man, Tennessee. Now these drifters will goes round and round. Don't stop. But if all the dreams that I've lost and found and all that I ain't got, I still need to lean to somebody I can sing to. Please come to LA and live forever. California life alone is just too hard to bear. Live in a house that looks out over the ocean, and there's some stars that fell from the sky living upon the hill. Please come to LA. She just said no. David Allen, you come home to me. She said, hey, Rambling boy, why don't you settle down? LA ain't your kind of town. Ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. It's not supposed to be that way. You're supposed to know that I love you. It don't matter anyway. If I can't be there to control you, when you go out to play this evening, play the fireflies till the dawn, and then rush to meet your lover and play with real fire till it's gone. It's not supposed to be that way. You're supposed to know that I need you. It don't matter anyway. If we'd be there to console you. Thank you. You may be an ambassador to England or France. You might like to gamble, you might like to dance. You may be a heavyweight champion of the world. You may be a socialite with a long string of pearls. You're gonna have to serve somebody. Serve somebody. Serve somebody. Serve somebody. It might be the devil, it might be the Lord. You're gonna have to serve somebody. Well, you may be a construction worker working on a home. You might be living in a mansion and you might live in a dome. You may own guns, you may even own tanks. You may be somebody's landlord, you might even own your own banks. You're gonna have to serve somebody. Serve somebody. Serve somebody. Serve somebody. It might be the devil, it might be the Lord. You're gonna have to serve somebody. Well, you may be a state trooper, you might be a young Turk. You might even be the head of some great big TV network. You may be rich or poor, and you may be blind and lame. You're living in another country, under another name. You're gonna have to serve somebody. Serve somebody. Serve somebody. Serve somebody. It might be the devil, it might be the Lord. You're gonna have to serve somebody. Now, a lady came up to me after my concert the other night. She said, "Man, I am so confused." I said, "What's the matter?" She said, "I don't know what to call you. I buy one record and they say you're the long-haired redneck. I buy another record that says you're the mysterious rhinestone cowboy. Buy another record that says you're an outlaw." She said, "I just don't know what to call you." I said, "Well, you can call me Terry, or you can call me Mo, or you can call me David, or you can call me Allan Coe. You can call me RJ, or you can call me Ray. Now, you can call me anything, lady. I don't care what you say. You're gonna have to serve somebody. Serve somebody. Serve somebody. It might be the devil, it might be the Lord. You're gonna have to serve somebody. It might be the devil. Yeah, it might be the Lord. But you're still gonna have to serve somebody. The painter's hands are trembling now, and if she's out there running wild, it's just because I taught her how. And the masterpiece we had planned was laying shattered on the ground. Mona Lisa lost her smile, and the painter's hands are trembling now, and the eyes that used to burn for me now no longer look my way. And the love that used to be, it soon got lost in yesterday. And if she seems cold to the touch, where there used to burn a flame, I gave too little, took too much, until I erased the painter's name. She's out there running wild, it's just because I taught her how. And the masterpiece we had planned you shed it on the ground. Mona Lisa lost her smile. Painter's hands are trembling now. Storms never last, do they, baby? Bad times all pass with the wind. Your hand in mine, still the thunder. You make the sun won't shine. Now that's a song off of the Son of the South album that I did for my little boy. And it was a very special record to me because a lot of my friends came by and sang with me on the record. Now this particular song was written by Jessie Coulter. She's married to Waylon Jennings. Now Waylon and Willie and Jessie all sang with me on the record. And usually in my concerts I say that they couldn't be here tonight, but you know that wouldn't be true because they are here tonight. But I thought that I would still just do their parts like I do every night because Waylon said he wanted to hear me do it. So I'm going to just pretend they're not here tonight and I'm going to do their parts. Now right here Willie comes in and he goes, well, I followed you about oh so many roads, baby, and I picked wildflower and I sung you a sad song. Yes, and every road you took, I know the songs was for truth, and the storms growing out won't be all right. And then Willie come in and went, storms never left, do they just look? Cars all pass with the wind. Your hand in mine, still the thunder. You make the sun want to shine. And then Jessie Coulter sang, not least. My name is June. Lisa left you some time ago. Her love was not true, but I still need you. Lisa left you some time ago. And my part was easy because I just had to be David Allan Coe and I went, stars never lie, do they, baby? Well, times all pass with the wind. Thunder. You make the sun won't shine. Yes, and you make the sun won't shine. Thank you so very much. Thanks a lot. Now we showered down and sounded by It had been a long time since I'd been that far north, and I didn't realize, being from Ohio myself, how different people was in the north and the south. And then we went back down to Georgia, and we was playing in Marietta at a place called Miss Kitty's, and I had a little trouble finding the place. And I saw this young boy with a baseball cap on standing on the side of the road, so I pulled over next to him and I rolled my window down. I said, "Excuse me, son, how do you get down to Miss Kitty's?" He said, "My uncle takes me." I said, "Man, it sure is good to be back down south." Kind of reminded me of my second wife. Reminded me a little bit of my second wife. She was from Elkin, North Carolina. I'd been married to her about, 3 weeks, I guess it was. We got stopped by the state highway patrolman. The man walked up beside the car. She rolled the window down. He said, "You got any ID?" She said, "About what?" And the old guy looked at me like, "Man, can't we talk?" I just ignored him. He said, "You got a license?" She said, "He's on the front car." The old guy shook his head. He said, "I'm not going to give you no ticket, lady. I'm just going to give you a warning, but the speed limit's only 55 miles an hour. She said, "Well, we weren't going to be out that long." Well, I divorced her. I realized her elevator didn't go all the way to the top floor, you know. We was out in Las Vegas last week. We do a magic and music show together. I'm a magician as well as a singer and a songwriter. We do a large illusions show, kind of like David Copperfield. We was out there, and this lady come walking to the casino. She had a duck on a leash. Guitar player looked at me and he says, "Man, it sure is an ugly pig." And the woman must have overheard him, because she said, "That ain't no pig, stupid. That's a duck." I said, "Lady, he was talking to the duck." They just had a big hurricane down in Louisiana. Hurricane Gilbert came down through there, and a bunch of my friends had to leave their houses and everything. And this old buddy of mine named Bubba said that he went down to the bus station. There was 1,000 people down there. He said he went to get on the bus, and everybody was crowding and pushing, trying to get on the bus. And said this woman was in front of him, had one of them new dresses on that's kind of tight at the top and tight at the bottom and loose in the middle. So she tried to step up on the bus step. She couldn't get her leg up. So she reached back there and got that zipper and unzipped a little bit. She tried to step up again. She still couldn't get up there. So she reached back and got that zipper again. She tried it again. She still couldn't get up there. And she reached back and got the zipper again. He said, "I just picked her up, took her up there and set her down in the seat." She turned around and punched me right in the mouth and said, "Don't get fresh with me." I said, "Fresh, lady? You just unzipped my pants 3 times. While we was doing our European tour, we decided to take a train from Frankfurt, Germany to Zurich, Switzerland. And this boy playing steel guitar does everything to excess. He had a little bit too much to drink, and he got back there in the Pullman berth and got up on the top bunk and fell asleep. He said he woke up in the middle of the night and he looked down on the bunk below him, and there was about an 18-year-old girl laying down there with one of them see-through negligees on. He said he hollered down at her and said, "Hey, baby, how about getting up and getting me a blanket? I'm freezing." She said, "What?" He said, "How about get up and get me a blanket? I'm freezing." She said, "Are you married?" He said, "No, ma'am, I'm not married." She said, "Would you like to pretend like you're married just for the night?" He said, "Yeah, I like to pretend like I'm married just for the night." She said, "Good, get up and get your own blanket." And I sure enjoy Mom says, "What'd you learn in school today, son?" He said, "I learned about AIDS, Mother." She flipped out. "You're 6 years old and they're teaching you about AIDS in school? You wait till your dad gets home." So his daddy comes home. He says, "You go in there and talk to your boy right now and find out what they're teaching in these schools today." He went in there and he said, "Son, what'd you learn in school?" He said, "I learned about AIDS." He said, "What'd you learn?" The little boy closed his eyes and thought a minute. He said, "Well, Dad, They told us to stay away from the intersections, and if we couldn't do that, to buy condominiums. Now, I'd like to do something for you older people that's my age in the audience. You'll appreciate this story. It's a true story. And you younger people someday will look back at this moment and say, man, I know what that guy's talking about now. My grandma and grandpa, they'd been married 50 years. My granddaddy got up off the couch and he said, "Hon, I'm going to get me some ice cream. You want some?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm going to have vanilla. You want vanilla?" She said, "Yeah, but you better write it down." He said, "I don't have to write it down. I'm going to have some of that chocolate syrup on mine. You want some on yours?" She said, "Yeah, but you better write it down." He said, "I don't have to write it down." He said, "I'm going to have some of them nuts on mine. You want some on yours?" She said, "Yeah, Frank, but you better write it down." He said, "Look, lady, I'm just going to the kitchen. I'll be back in a minute." He was out there about 45 minutes. He heard cupboards slamming, pans banging and everything. He come back in, he had a plate full of scrambled eggs. She said, "I knew you'd forget my bacon if you didn't write it down." Where I am don't fit my shadow. Where I am, reality. I can almost see that old body dancing. I just dreamed the American dream and be what I am. I just dreamed the American dream. Now, speaking of American dreams, before I came over here tonight, I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone, and he asked me to tell you hello. So hello from the greatest wrestler in the world, the American Dream, Mr. Dusty Rhodes. Thank you. Well, I was coming from Montgomery. I had my guitar on my back when a stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac. He was dressed like 1950, had trunk and Hawaii. Says, "A long walk to Nashville, would you like to ride?" Well, I sat down in the front seat, turned on the radio. Them sad old songs coming out of them speakers was solid country gold. Yeah, I noticed a stranger was ghost like pale and asking for a light. And I knew there was something strange about this life. He said, "Victor, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you mow the blues? Can you bend that guitar string? Boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? If you're a big star around, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride." Then a crowd just south of Nashville, and it turned that car around. He said, "This is where you get off, son. I'm going back to Alabama." I stepped out of the Cadillac. I said, "Mr. Many thanks." He said, "You don't have to call me Mr. Mister. The whole world called me Hank." He said, "Victor, can you make folks cry when you play sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you mow the blues? Can you grab that guitar strings? Boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? If you're a big star around, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride." He said, "Victor, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you mow the blues? Can you grab that guitar strings? Boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? If you're a big star around, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride." Thank you. Totally out of our mind here. Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot. We'll do this song for you in English. I know everybody sings it in Spanish, and I see everybody walking around going like this, but nobody knows what it means. So we'd like to do the song for you in English tonight, and for you real country people in the audience, we would like to slow it down just a little bit. And for all you alcoholics and drug addicts, we would like to sing it a little slower than usual so you can understand the words. I sure hope the next time you hear the Spanish version of this song, it will have a lot more meaning to you now that you know the southern version of this song. It was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. And you don't have to call me Waylon Jennings. And you don't have to call me Charlie Pride. And you don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though you're on my fighting side. And I'll hang around long as you will let me. And I never mind standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. I've heard my name a few times in your phone book. Hello, hello. And I've read it on those signs we're all playing. But the only time I know I'll hear David Allan Coe is when Jesus has his final judgment day. So I'll hang around long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. Well, a friend of mine named Steve Goodman wrote that song. And he told me it was the perfect country and western song. I wrote him back a letter and I told him it was not the perfect country and western song because it hadn't said anything at all about mama, or trains, or trucks, or prisons, or getting drunk. Well, he wrote another verse to the song and he sent it to me, and after reading it I realized that my friend had written the perfect country and western song. And I felt obliged to put it out as my third record. That was 67 albums, 27 movies, and 5 books ago. And the last verse went like this. I was drunk the day my